Well-intentioned software coders using civic technology to improve government services. These are interesting stories, but they ignore the sort of everyday situation chronicled at the start of this introduction. They also ignore century-old traditions of mutual aid, cooperation, and reciprocity, especially those that thrive in African American, indigenous, and diasporic communities. They center nonprofits and charitable donations, even though people give much more than money. And for the most part, the media overhype and the laws ignore our dependence on digital technologies like mobile phones and the Internet. I'm aiming for something different with this book. I want to bring people from all races, abilities, ages, and traditions into the center of the conversation to show how we give now. People making daily decisions about how to help others, using all of their resources to lift up their communities, using time, money, and data to advance causes, and people facing a dizzying array of giving choices with no guidance, only sales pitches. It's these people who power change in the world. But it's also these people whose choices about giving are ignored and devalued in current legal frameworks and incentive structures. Some of the choices being made by the majority of givers reflect their commitment to help and support others without questioning the broader political context. Others anchor their choices in commitments to collective well-being or a vision of solidarity and abundance, or approaches that have sustained their communities and cultures for millennia. These visions and practices are legitimate in their own right, even as they are ignored or dismissed by laws, professional practices, and incentives of formal, financialized philanthropy. Recrafting the legal definitions and institutions to reflect and embrace this range of approaches would benefit all who participate. It might even mark a true effort to expand, dare I say, democratize philanthropy. As in so many other areas of life in the United States, the very wealthy, their advisors, and the industries that serve them have stacked the rules in their favor. This has led to inequitable schools, inadequate public transit, inaccessible health care, unbearable student loan debt, and a lack of the most basic resources, housing, water, and food, across the country. The rules about giving are currently written in ways that benefit only the wealthy, even as the vast majority of giving comes from everyday people. Our national laws and stories about philanthropy focus on individuals in ways that are out of sync with the ways we really act, as well as the ways that are most likely to lead to real change. The breadth and diversity of strategies we use to make the world a better place include much more than money, and they depend on connection and reciprocity, whereas the policies, privileges, and products that regulate and shape giving are focused on individual intent, rooted in the financial industry, and ignorant of digital systems. My hope for this book is to expand our understanding of how we give so that we can collectively make more powerful choices, change the laws, and craft a more just and equitable future. Why does it matter? There are two levels at which the changes in philanthropy matter. The first is for individual people. We have more choices, get asked more often, and see needs everywhere, but we have so little visibility into what happens behind the scenes when we buy certain products, respond to social media solicitations, or try to choose how to spend our time. It's hard to make choices about money and time, but it's even harder to understand how we might donate digital data, if doing so is worth it, and how to differentiate between donating data to a cause and just having it taken from you. The second level at which these changes matter is at the point where they intersect with public policy. What is the role of giving and voluntary action? What counts in these categories, and what should be done by governments? This is an enormous question. It sits at the root of political